So you've picked a roll-to-roll, domestic, traditional style machine-made bag. And those are produced here in the US. Turnaround time generally around 5 to 6 weeks. And some restrictions compared to the sheet-fed, offset printed European style bags. Printing, if you have a 4-color process job, the quantities for this style roll-to-roll machine-made bag are going to need to be higher in order to invest in plates, which are expensive for flexographic 4-color process plates. So sometimes it makes more sense to consider a sheet-fed European style bag if you have tricky artwork or a 4-color process job. You may want to consider the other style sheet-fed European bag. We can print in all over coverage. We can print in the side gussets. Again, for more involved artwork, you're going to want to consider slightly higher quantities, at least 10,000. We can manufacture 3,000, but there are going to be some restrictions to printing and the colors and some other features which we'll get into. So for the traditional roll-to-roll style machine-made shopping bag, I would suggest higher quantities. We can print spot PMS colors, in some cases up to 6-8 colors. Again, taking into consideration quantities and so forth. But 4-color process is an option as well, although quantities are much higher in order to run a 4-color process job. And generally you want to consider maybe 20 to 25,000 for that. Generally on the machine, it's cut to a serrated edge top. These are all square bottom, so there is your dimensions, your width by the gusset, we call it, by the height. So there are a variety of sizes below that you have to choose from. And again, there are some restrictions to sizes that we can run on the machine. So basically what we have listed below is what we can run on the machine. Some restrictions to base materials. You don't have as many options that you would have if you were considering a sheet-fed European style bag. Base materials for the machine-made bags are generally going to be a natural craft, a white craft, or there are some clay-coated papers, but there are just a few papers to choose from. In terms of the weights, again, what's listed below are the weights that can be run on a machine, and so there are some restrictions there. Generally, if you're looking for a heavy, paper, more high-end looking bag, again, you're probably going to want to consider a sheet-fed European style. Handle constructions are generally paper twisted handle, white, natural craft. In some cases, we have some stock colors that are available. In some cases, and again, for higher quantities, we can do some handwork on these bags. We can turn down the top. We can apply a different style handle in the case that you would want a soft rope handle. We could also apply that to these bags as well for anything over 5,000. So there are some options for different handle constructions, but typically this bag has a rigid paper twisted handle that is simply glued with a patch on the inside, or in some cases has a J-style construction on the inside of the turn top. We also have some die cut handle options that are available. So if you do prefer a die cut handled roll-to-roll traditional machine-made bag, that is available as well. And again, if you do have any questions, please call us or chat on our online chat feature, and we look forward to getting your inquiry. Thanks.